I'm a very respectful guy, brought up by a good family, but if I can kill you, I will kill you. That's just how I am.
And I'm just sitting on the phone call for literally like something I did not do. And it goes back to people just attacking Jake Paul and wanting to see me fail.
Me, an exciting fight to watch is that I carry power in both hands. So yeah, I believe I'll be able to deliver. There's various ways I'll win. I got the fighter spirit, and that's how I'll go in there and break him down with my spirit.
Joshua, he looked angry up there. I've never seen him look so fired up. He was giving it the throat slashing gestures. He wants to hurt Jake Paul.
Jake Paul has been sued, and the moment he rejected the rematch, everything detonated. In under 48 hours, contracts unraveled, lawyers flooded in, and millions of dollars were suddenly at stake. The boxing world split down the middle like a fault line under pressure. What began as a single decision has now escalated into the most dangerous showdown of their careers, with consequences that will outlast the noise.
I'm more athletic than every single boxer in the whole entire sport and stronger than.
The night Jake Paul rejected the rematch, the boxing world didn't react. It collapsed. Promoters began calling one another. Fighters texted insiders. Sponsors demanded answers. Within minutes, social media erupted into chaos. You could feel something breaking. This wasn't a calm business move. It felt like betrayal. The date had already been circled. Cameras were ready. Fans had chosen sides. Then Jake walked away as if none of it mattered. That moment didn't just cancel a fight. It ignited everything that came next.
Former two-time world champion, AJ Anthony.
Since winning a boxing match falls way down on the list of priorities, just surviving becomes the most important thing, causing fear, often panic, to take over, doing whatever they can to just survive.
This wasn't a small contract. It was the rumored $85 million rematch deal. Riyadh was locked in. Global distribution was secured. Multiple networks were already in active talks. The hype machine was running at full speed. Everything was on the table, except one thing: Jake Paul's signature. Just one pen stroke. Instead of signing, Jake went silent. No statement, no video, no tweet, just gone. And that silence caused more damage than any insult ever could. When someone walks away from $85 million without explanation, it isn't called strategy. It's called fear. That's when excitement turned into rage.
Let's say hello to the two-time former unified heavyweight champion of the world, the 2012 Olympic gold medalist, the pride of Watford, the pride of the United Kingdom. Make some noise for the one and only Anthony Joshua!
Inside Anthony Joshua's camp, it exploded. Not slowly, but instantly. Phones lit up. Emergency meetings were called and emotions ran high. This wasn't just about money. It was about respect, time, and legacy. AJ had spent months preparing, reshaping his public image for this moment, and taking the risk of stepping into Jake Paul's world. Then, that world slammed shut. Within hours, lawyers mobilized, contracts were reviewed, promises compared, and the lawsuit dropped like a bomb.
Rough tactics gotta stop, okay? The fans didn't pay to see this crap, okay?
Amen! The fans did not pay to see this crap!
Psychologically, Jake likely did that in fear and panic. Doing that allowed him to catch his breath.
The language in the lawsuit was anything but soft. It accused Jake Paul of contract manipulation, intentional career damage, and fraudulent negotiation. Terms not used lightly, but chosen to destroy reputations. Overnight, Jake stopped trending as an entertainer and began trending as a liability. Sponsors hesitated. Promoters stopped returning calls. Deals once whispered about went cold. Publicly, boxing executives avoided the subject. Privately, they panicked because when a lawsuit like this lands, it doesn't stay between two fighters. It contaminates the entire sport.
Come on, punches! What is this? And yet he takes the knee again. This is not Joshua. It is happening. There's the right hand. Jake Paul goes down again.
Then Jake's camp fired back. They called the lawsuit desperate, claimed AJ was acting out of fear, and insisted it was all a publicity stunt. For a moment, some believed it. But then something unusual happened. Jake Paul, the loudest man in every room, went silent. No live streams, no jokes, no aggressive tweets, no public statements. The silence felt unsettling. Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua went the opposite way. Training clips, heavy breathing, bruised knuckles, long runs, no words, just work. The contrast ignited the internet, forcing fighters, fans, and commentators to pick sides. And then, the leak dropped.
Instead of processing feedback or acknowledging his flaws, the deluded person protects their ego by attacking the source of the criticism.
And you versus going to the gym, you're still a fat.
By labeling all the criticism he receives about his lackluster opponents as merely hate.
A private phone call between Jake and a promoter leaked online. The clip was brief but explosive. In it, Jake allegedly said, "Why fight him now? Let the hype die first." That single line went viral. Suddenly, the lawsuit didn't seem far-fetched. It made the whole situation feel deliberate, calculated, not cautious, not strategic. Public opinion shifted in hours. Comment sections turned ruthless, and even some of Jake's own supporters began asking uncomfortable questions.
People don't realize I'm a real killer. I really do this. YouTube this, YouTube that, Disney that. This is not a joke. I'm knocking out the best of the best, beating all of these people.
Anthony Joshua stayed silent as the fire raged, then dropped one line. "You don't get to build a career on fear and call it confidence." Not trash talk, judgment. It landed harder than any punch. The internet erupted. Fighters shared it, fans turned it into memes, and the pressure on Jake Paul skyrocketed.
Come on, punches. What is this?
From that point on, the fight was no longer just about a rematch. It was about who would stand and who would run. Jake vanished from the spotlight. No social media, no interviews, just lawyers and closed doors. Meanwhile, AJ trained relentlessly, as if preparing for the inevitable. The sport itself began to feel the fallout. Events stalled, contracts froze, relationships fractured, all because one man refused to sign a single piece of paper. This isn't just boxing anymore. It's about control, ego, and survival. Jake built an empire on attention, and now that empire faces legal threat. AJ built a legacy on dominance, and he isn't letting a YouTuber dictate its end. One of them is about to lose more than money. One is about to lose their identity in the sport, and everyone can feel the tension.
And yet he takes the knee again. This is not Joshua. It is happening. There's the right hand. Jake Paul goes down again.
Because that wasn't trash talk, that wasn't hype. It was the kind of line that feels like someone opened your chest and spoke aloud what everyone had been whispering. It hit harder than any punch AJ had ever thrown. Fighters reposted it. Fans turned it into banners. Comment sections erupted. Even people who didn't know the lawsuit suddenly had opinions. That line didn't just go viral, it changed the story. From that moment, this was no longer about contracts, it was about character. There was no turning back. And while that line circulated across the world, Jake Paul vanished. Not quietly, not with low activity, he disappeared entirely.